Hi, well, I guess I'm doing one of these by myself because I wanted to talk about this stuff, but I always feel like I need somebody else to kind of help, direct the conversation because it helps, to have somebody else kind of to ping things off of. But I guess if I just, talk, then maybe I can get some of this out of here. But I just think that it's crazy that not enough people seem to really understand what's going on. And I guess maybe the deeper situation for that for me has always been I felt kind of like, I don't know, I guess like an anomaly to a certain extent, but now I guess I feel more and more like that's not true. I just, have taken time to before I was gonna run into people like that. But now, I guess more on a more positive note, I have been running into more and more people who are, sort of on the same wavelength, per se, to be able to hear these kind of things and talk about these kind of things. And, I would say that I do really enjoy talking about, you know, concepts of reality and, what kind of what's going on here. Because I feel like, kind of feel like the guy in like They Live, you know. I think that's the name of the show or the movie. Um, it feels like everybody is blind and they can't see what's going on here or what's really happening. And I guess I can, or at least I can see more than others. And I guess in a way you do kind of feel responsible. Maybe, I don't know, but then it comes down to a point of contention where you feel like, is it my responsibility? Is it not? And if it's not, then, you know, then what am I supposed to do? Uh, and I don't know. It just feels like what what comes with all this, you know. Um, and sorry, I'm rambling a little bit because I'm getting a little sidetracked. I guess I'm saying that I'm going to continue to have these conversations more and more, regardless of if anyone joins me or not, or anyone listens. And I know that I will always find more and more people who are interested and who want to listen. And I guess I hope that you enjoy it because I enjoy talking about it and I want to have the conversation. And I hope to find more people who are like minded like myself who want to talk about these things that seem to be too much for some people. Because I guess questions of reality and, questioning what everything is kind of part of the bigger question here or understanding, who we are, what we are, where we are, how did we get here? Um, is all of history true? Is it a lie? Um, you know, are there other things going on with the government? Are there not? Can we trust the government? Like these. I mean, these are all simple questions when you like think of them like that. But then they kind of have like bigger answers. Um, what is reality? Do we have a soul? Um, you know, um, what is consciousness? What is God? What isn't God? Or rather, everything is. Um, I don't know. I guess I could keep going, and then I guess I would touch on some of these topics. And eventually I do plan on touching on all of these topics. And as an update, I will say that coming for the channel here is um, the Mandela effect, maybe different concepts of reality, the meaning of reality or core aspects of reality, I guess. Um, facets of reality, time, the makeup of the body, in a spiritual and energetic sense, not so much of a physical sense, but it's tied to your physical sense. Um, how does the sun work in tandem with our magnetic field? What is a coronal mass ejection? What are solar storms? How does the electromagnetic field of the planet work? Um, um, different hemispheres of our brain and how there's an electromagnetic field associated to our bodies and our brains, and that our bodies give off an electromagnetic field. Um, like these are things that a lot of people don't even know what I'm talking about, but it just takes a little bit of research. Um, let's see. You know, there are different categories of electromagnetic storms that can take place. Um, between like a G3 all the way up to a 5, and then there are M class flares, and then there are X flares, um, and then we have like radiation storms. Um, it's just there's like so much. I do want to talk about like the flat earth theory, because I don't think that people really ever actually listen to it and look into it, and they just go, oh well, this part is silly or that part is silly, and but they don't actually ever listen to the core concept or idea of what the flat earth theory actually is, um or what it entail. Like, is space real? Is if it is real, then what part are they faking? Are they faking any of it? Did we go to the moon? Did we not go to the moon? If we've never left our atmosphere, then but space is real, then what does that mean? um yeah, I think that's probably a good little bit of like update on these kind of things. If there is a topic that you want to hear, comment and tell me what topic you want to hear, what you want to talk about, and if you want to be a part of this, it would be a lot easier to have people to talk to and have the conversation with, because it is a conversation, and that's the whole point of this, is a conversation. So um let's have, I want to have more people on. There will be more people on. I've already talked to a few people. So big things are coming. Stay tuned.